Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. We're playing Teutonic Order, now Prussia. At the end of our last episode, we noticed that Denmark had fully conquered Lübeck, which means he now has even more of the imperial territories, and we cannot stand for that. As a prince of the Holy Roman Empire, we need to liberate it. So we're going to start actually getting some claims upon Denmark and Poland as well. We're going to increase our territories into there. Saxony obviously still forming a fairly decent ally. Here's where we stand as on our quest to become a great power. Lithuania currently at the bottom, so that's the benchmark currently for the lowest point. I wouldn't mind being somewhere maybe around where Russia is, but we do need to take more territory. So one of the things we need to do is start claiming land. So we're going to start going on that. Right, Condottieri. We can actually start making states and stuff. However, I don't think I want to do that yet until I have the entire state. Yes, so Weismar and Lübeck before we make Rostock into a state as well. So we're just going to get rid of that for now. It also means we don't have to give any more land off to our actual estates. So we don't have to give any more land to our nobles, burghers, and clergy. That is slowly ticking up. Yep, by 0.1. We have some provincial unrest. Mecklenburg. So that'd be Rostock. Yes, down here. So I think we'll send the army over there to deal with that. All right, other things that are happening right now. Let's see where we stand. We already have far too many boats. That is good for us. We can have a few more troops. We currently have 26 of 35. We've got 2 generals. Neither of those are actually pretty good. I mean, the maneuver on him is actually kind of nice. But everything else, I'll keep him for now. It's fine. We'll leave all the forts on. We are making a little bit of money. But, yeah, it's not great. I think the inflation comes from having taken all that money from Lübeck. Alright, improved reputation. With the hard work of our diplomats, we've toiled night and day. Our reputation has improved and the world looks upon us with favour. All glory to us. Diplo rep +1. Nice. Oh, other things are happening. Alrighty then. Okay, so estate modifier expired. Burgi, their influence is now 80%. Oh, great. And that. Okay, so we will need to take land off them now even more. And the Netherlands are now independent. Down here we have Holland. So Zealand, Holland, Zealand and Holland, that's it. After years of subjugation and alleged injustices forced upon them by what is perceived as a foreign rule, our provinces in the Low Country have signed an act of adjuration, renouncing their oath to Spain and declaring independence. All right, so there's going to be a war down there for a bit. Let's click on them and figure out who they're at war with right now. We're with Spain, Hispaniola, Venice, Brabant, Portugal, and Rio de Prata. They are allied with France and the Ottomans. Interesting to note. Okay. So that's a thing that's happening. Let's deal with this burger thing that's happening. Alrighty then. That kind of sucks. Let's get rid of this one. It's not a thing. And there is a revolt. That's fine as well. Let's raise maintenance. This is going to hurt for a bit. And more boats. This is what happens when you mess with the estate. Gelre has joined the Republic. Rather than succumb to oppressors from outside the Low Countries, Gelre has decided to join the Republic of the Netherlands. That'd be down here. Gelre. And they've actually joined Meppen in there as well. Okay, so things are happening. Prussian particularists have taken control of Tuchel. Alrighty then, and in maybe the next month, I would assume, Verdun has accepted an electorate offer from Austria. Okay. He's not going to ask us, is he? No, not anytime soon. Verdun, where are you, mate? In here somewhere? Yes, Stad. He's now an elector. At some point we should probably improve relations with him as well. In fact, let's do that now as soon as the diplomat gets back. Alright, at the end of this month, we're going to go in and fight these guys. Kinda sucky when we need all the manpower we can get, but fine. Alright, April 1st. And smack. Alrighty then, how many... They lost everyone, obviously, and we lost 1,300 infantry. Okay, so not bad, but not fantastic. Too many diplomatic relations. Who can we get rid of, actually? They've declared upon the Great Horde. Okay, so that'll keep them occupied for a bit. You still have high liberty desire. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. At this point, yes, you're disloyal, but at least you're no longer going to take over all my everything. Pomeranian independence. Right, Stettin. That's our other cannon. That's why we had the army there. That makes a whole lot of sense. Cancel that. Cool. We could probably actually maybe make our army just a little bit smaller. Probably don't need to have 20 infantry at this point. They're expensive. Let us... Fine, we'll lose the money and hire him. Our legitimacy actually needs to go up as well. It kind of blows. What else are we trying to do? We are trying to knock out... No ideas. Tech-wise, we need... Yeah, better diplomatic tech and all that. So I think we can sink some administrative points into this, to our stability. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of expensive. We'll send the army back to Stettin. Actually, let's send you all the way down to Rostock. Seems like a thing we should be doing right now. I'm not entirely sure why we're protecting in Novgorod. Let's actually move you to the Lubeck node. Utrecht has joined the Republic as well. Okay, in there. Alright, so they are getting slowly bigger, which means we'll probably see Flanders and maybe Brabant even. Maybe even Friesland join. The Republic of the Low Countries. Let's get a few more administrative points before we boost stability. And drop our army maintenance to the point where we're actually making... Okay, so we do need to drop it practically all the way. For our next guy here, I think... No, not the trade efficiency. Tax production. Okay, so no, we do not have a... what are they called? Interest guy. Yep, Friesland has called it. And we get visibility on that because East Frisia is a thing for us. Alright, let's check out our alliances again. Alright, let's see, we're sitting at 7 of 5, so we need to cancel some of these. Sweden, I think I would like to keep at some point. The Livonians is, I think, going to have to... Yeah, the Livonians are going to have to go. Are you actually allied to anybody else? You're allied to me and Riga. So, yeah, we're not going to keep you around any longer at this point. You're actually costing us. Religious civil disorder. Bohemia is doing it. Salzburg has gone. They've agreed to sell one of their provinces. The province of München now belongs to Austria. Ah, okay. And dissolve the alliance with you. That means you hate us. That's fine. I guess it means we can start claiming your land as well. Upon the 26th of December, we can do a thing. We can fabricate on Brandenburg. Alright, let's see. Poznan should definitely be ours. And up here in Denmark, we shall... Okay, we can't do anything yet. I think maybe we already have a claim upon Weismar. Yes, we already have a claim upon Weismar. It may be a thing that we actually just release Lubeck or even Holstein when we take the provinces. And now we can start building upon you. Good. All of our diplomats are busy, gaining us some more claims. In light of the fact that we no longer have the Livonians as a ally, I think we may actually end up attacking them before we attack anybody else. Their provinces will be easier to take. They are smaller. And Poland is at war with Hungary. So that may be another thing we can do. We may end up fighting Austria, though. I guess then that all boils down to how much war exhaustion people have. We need 40 there to claim the next thing. Alright, do we claim Lübeck? Now, come on. No, give me the province view. Zooming all the way in, and yes, we have claimed Lübeck and Holstein. We can't claim that because that's nowhere near close to us, so I think maybe... Yep, Lolland. And we've claimed a few other things around here as well, I believe. No, just those. Okay. So maybe we can give the claiming on Denmark a bit of a rest for a bit while we work out. And we got discovered. That blows. Yeah, it will be a little hard to take on these guys. I actually regret giving these guys the scootage thing. Here's something that we could probably do. Is I'm actually really tempted to make them a march, because that gets rid of this scootage thing. And we can take tech. We can take some better Diplo tech. Let's take that now. Naval morale's been increased. The diplomat of our vassal was just expelled. So yeah, back to the Brandenburg thing. Let me know in the comments below whether or not I should make them a march. I would like to integrate them at some point, so that does mean that I do have to take... If I make them a march, I have to make them not a march, and that is an opinion hit. But it does allow me to get rid of the penalty for the scootage thing. It also, I think, gives them a little bit more money for their army. Yeah. Alright, I think we may actually have to use some admin to drop our inflation. In fact, yep, let's do that now. 67, it's was not worth it at all in any way, shape, or form. Moving to the Lübeck node for those boats was actually a little bit better for us. Not by much, but a little bit. At least we are now making money. No, they still won't give us stuff. Particularly now that it's been occupied. I think now is actually the perfect time to sort of... Yeah. Poland is actually looking really, really weak. Oh, our spy master just died. Okay, that's great. That's fun. Alright, so we'll take the level 1 guy. The trade efficiency. Maybe, hopefully that'll bump our income up a little bit more. Not certain. We're actually spending a fair bit on our advisors, so... Ah, yes, Emil. That level 2. Do we really need him? The discipline. We don't... actually... The other one is the national manpower, which gives us extra manpower, which we don't need because we haven't even hit the cap yet. That's right, one of the things we were doing was actually waiting for... Next one's at 35, so that's coming up soon. Poland is almost full occupied. Wow. If we were to declare war on you, would we be able to pull in anybody? No, we would not be able to pull in anybody, but he would only be able to call in Riga. And Hungary just took all of Poland's land. In fact, let's capitalize upon this right now. Bump everything up. We can always call for other things to happen. Yes, we're going to go into debt pretty heavily. We have no loans, but we'll probably take like, what, 4 or 5. That's all we got time for this episode. However, we'll see you all again in the next one. Oh, royal marriage is gone. Thanks for tuning in once more.